You can't keep anything from the always-on-the-case Sister Wives fan base. And to be frank, with all the drama that's been going on in the Brown household lately, it's nice to finally get some good news. Only just last week, we heard that Aspen Brown is pregnant with her first child. Here's the lowdown. Sister Wives star Aspen Brown is having a baby. Like most fans, I was happily surprised to catch Aspen on her local news channel. She currently works at the Kendra Scott shop in Salt Lake City's City Creek Center. During a segment where she was sharing fun Mother's Day gift ideas, the 30-year-old looked noticeably far along in her pregnancy. Wearing a blue floral sundress, Aspen gently cradled her growing baby bump, giving viewers a sweet glimpse. The reporter smiled and said, "And how perfect that you've got your first little one on the way." Aspen laughed softly and replied, "I know, right, Dot?" Up until now, the Sister Wives clan has remained mum about the new addition. Aspen, in contrast to some of her siblings, has generally kept her personal life, well, private. She resides in the same town as my Kelty Brown, who already has Avalon, Ace, and Archer. Once Aspen's baby is born, we can anticipate a lot of cute playdates in their future. This child will be Aspen's first, as well as that of her husband, Mitch Thompson. Both have not made any official statements yet. But let's go back for a second. How did Aspen Brown and Mitch Thompson initially meet before they got into their relationship? Longtime Sister Wives fans might recall that Aspen and Mitch had been friends for years. In a previous episode, Kody Brown said that Mitch had been a family friend for quite some time. The two were raised in Utah, both going to the same church and having a common community. Aspen even confessed throughout her school years that she was crushing on Mitch. That was before Kody moved the family to Las Vegas. Since the Browns relocated to Las Vegas, Aspen and Mitch lost contact. But before long, Mitch once again entered the scene, this time as Aspen's fiancé, revealed on season 13 of Sister Wives. "We went to the same church group growing up, and I sort of had a crush on him," Aspen told People. "We kind of lost touch until one day we both happened to be at the same protest in Utah, a protest some of my family members also were at." When her father's brother nonchalantly asked her if anything was happening between them, Aspen conceded that nothing had occurred, just because neither of them had ever made a move. That encouraged her to reach for the phone and finally dial Mitch. Mitch asked Aspen out in 2017, and the two wed in June of 2018. They honeymooned in Scotland's and Ireland's beautiful scenery before returning to Utah to settle into married life and, ultimately, have a family of their own. So what has Aspen Brown been doing since she left Sister Wives? From her LinkedIn, Aspen earned her degree in marriage and family therapy, Chok-Ju counseling from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas in 2019. She's worked at managing the Kendra Scott store in Salt Lake City for the last 4 years. In addition to her work life, Aspen has quietly stayed busy with community service, volunteering through organizations such as the Alzheimer's Association and Autism Speaks. Her final official outing on Sister Wives was way back in season 13, which aired in 2019. After almost a decade under the microscope, Aspen concluded that fame wasn't her thing. Nevertheless, fans have caught fleeting peeks at her over time, such as at her sister's wedding, her mother Christine's wedding, and more recently, the funeral of her brother Garrison Brown. Similar to much of her siblings, Aspen also has a troubled relationship with Kody. The family matriarch recently opened up about an emotional and intimate conversation she shared with him. During a recent episode of Sister Wives, Kody revealed, "Aspen and I sat down and had this really intense conversation. She actually looked at me and asked, 'What did I do? Why don't you like me?'" Kody confessed, adding that Aspen's willingness to challenge him made it clear something wasn't right between them. "I told her, 'Sweetheart, I love you,'" Kody said, "and I always have. Always will." Whether or not Kody Brown will be invited into the title of Grandpa is unknown at this time. Nonetheless, here at Reality Tea, we wish to extend our sincere congratulations to Aspen Brown and Mitch Thompson on this lovely milestone. Lastly, some happy news has come out of the Sister Wives universe. Earlier this week, Aspen announced that she and Mitch are having their first child. Of course, Aspen is Kody's daughter, and his ex-wife Christine Brown's daughter. Fans will recall that Aspen and Mitch got married way back in season 13, with the wedding occurring in June 2018. Although no due date has been revealed yet, this is the couple's first baby. Aspen, the daughter of Sister Wives stars Kody and Christine Brown, is officially pregnant. She flaunted her baby bump in a lighthearted segment on Fox 13 News in Salt Lake City, promoting gifts for Mother's Day. Aspen, now manager of the Kendra Scott Boutique at City Creek Center in Salt Lake City, was suggesting good gifts for mothers while working on becoming one herself. Even the news anchor made a note of the timing, saying it was perfect, considering her big news. At the same time, a few days prior on Sister Wives, Kody spoke about reconnecting with a number of his older daughters in Utah. "I had this long conversation with Aspen," he said, during episode 21. "Her mother said, 'What's wrong, Dad? What did I do? Why don't you like me?'" Kody remembered. Even as he comforted Aspen that he loved her and always would, he subtly poked fun at Christine in the conversation, wishing for a connection with Aspen that was not tainted by her mother or by Christine's opinion of him. "I told her I haven't felt at ease reaching out to everybody," Kody went on, "because there's just been so much hurt. I don't feel welcome after everything that's occurred in my life." Strangely enough, Aspen's pregnancy wasn't mentioned once during this conversation, even when Kody talked with Robyn Brown, his sole remaining wife. It's possible Aspen wasn't pregnant at the time, or maybe she just wasn't ready to disclose. As Sister Wives episodes are typically produced months in advance of their on-air premiere, the timing of Aspen's pregnancy is still ambiguous. This will be the first child for Mitch and Aspen. The Brown family will now have a total of 8 grandchildren on reality TV, especially with an audience as loyal as that on Sister Wives. It is no easy task to keep anything a secret. In spite of the drama that has still been surrounding Kody Brown and his large family, this bit of good news has been able to cut through and warm the hearts of everyone who watches. Aspen Brown, Kody's daughter from one of his plural marriages, has now officially confirmed that she and her husband, Mitch Thompson, are having their very first baby. The happy news was revealed during a Salt Lake City area news segment and came as a surprise to many of their fans. It was a lovely surprise for those who've maintained close watch over the Browns all these years, and they got to see a glimpse into Aspen's personal life away from the reality TV show. In the course of the segment, which centered on creative ideas for Mother's Day gifts, Aspen, age 30, glowed in a loose-fitting blue floral sundress, delicately embracing her expanding belly. Her pregnancy seemed far along, and the sight was enough to make everyone think what they were all thinking. The news anchor grinned and exclaimed, "It's such perfect timing that your first baby is on the way," to which Aspen replied with a friendly smile and a quiet, "I know." For longtime viewers of the show, this declaration is both deeply gratifying and heartwarming. Aspen has traditionally opted to keep a lower profile than several of her more vocal siblings, preferring not to be in the spotlight and to stay private. Her choice to remain off camera over the past few years left many people asking themselves what had happened to her. But this lovely moment provided fans with exactly what they'd been waiting for: a happy update from one of the people they most love and admire from the Brown family. An expanding Utah family, living quietly beyond the limelight. Aspen Brown might have kept her private life on the down low, but it's obvious she's found stability and serenity. She now resides in Utah with her husband Mitch Thompson, and they're expecting their first child together. The path between Aspen and Mitch is a warm tale of re-sparked connection. The two were friends from childhood, both growing up within the same Utah church community. But it wasn't until much later that they fell in love. While their shared past set the stage, it was a random meeting at a family function in Utah that really put them back into each other's sphere. Their tale is one that seems almost fate, tied together by familiarity and impeccable timing. Over the summer of 2017, Mitch proposed to Aspen, and their relationship was sealed. The two wed in 2018 and embarked on a scenic honeymoon through Scotland and Ireland before settling back in Utah to start their married life. Now they're starting a whole new chapter: parenthood. Keeping a lower profile, Aspen has always remained more reserved than her siblings, especially Mykelti, who has embraced life in the public eye and was regularly featured on Sister Wives. Aspen, however, walked away from the show after season 13, concluding the limelight wasn't for her. Yet although she's kept her distance from reality television, she hasn't been completely out of her family's life. They have seen her at important family occasions, from her sister's wedding to her mother's second marriage, and even at her brother Garrison's funeral. Even though she's not been seen on screen, her tumultuous relationship with her father, Kody Brown, has come to the forefront nonetheless. In a recent episode of Sister Wives, Kody revealed that he had a raw, emotional exchange with Aspen. He stated that she openly challenged him with tender questions that hurt deeply. In their moving dialogue, Aspen held nothing back. She glared at her father and flat out asked him, "Why don't you like me?" Kody replied by assuring her, "I love you. I always have, and I always will." The exchange laid bare the long-standing emotional distance between them and reinforced the strained dynamic Kody has with many of his adult offspring, some of whom have publicly questioned his fathering. Aspen Brown has gone about living a satisfying life in the shadows of the cameras. Following graduation from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, with a degree in marriage and family therapy, she established a steady and independent professional life. Today, she works as a store manager for the chain jewelry company Kendra Scott and has demonstrated commitment to service through volunteering at groups such as the Alzheimer's Association and Autism Speaks. Aspen's decision to leave Sister Wives was an intensely personal one. The unrelenting criticism that accompanies living in the spotlight never did quite attract her. Despite this, however, post-show life hasn't been less fulfilling. Even though she no longer appears on the show, Aspen is still involved with her extended family, visiting for weddings, funerals, and other milestone events. Now that Aspen is pregnant with her first child, supporters want to know where Kody Brown will fit into this new chapter of her life. Although the patriarch of the family has attended some of his children's milestone events, one can't be sure if he'll become an active grandfather. His dynamic with Aspen and some of his other grown children has been characterized by emotional distance and conflict that has not been resolved. As the Brown family moves forward, audiences must question, will Kody reconcile with Aspen and accept his position as a grandfather? Or will this fresh start come without his participation? The Sister Wives clan has reason to rejoice. Aspen Brown, Kody and Christine Brown's daughter, has officially revealed that she and her husband, Mitch Thompson, are having their first child. The happy news brings a welcome breath of hope to viewers who have seen the Browns endure years of personal and family strife. While Aspen has opted to lead a quieter life out of the limelight of reality television, she recently treated fans by revealing her baby bump during a Mother's Day gift feature on Salt Lake City's Fox 13 News. Wearing a lovely flower blue sundress, Aspen was effervescent and assured as she promoted gift ideas, with her outwardly obvious pregnancy fitting right in with the subject matter. Smiling warmly at the camera, she confirmed the timing with a simple but sincere, "I know," when the reporter mentioned her pregnancy. Although she hasn't announced a due date yet, it's obvious that her path into motherhood is well established. Aspen and Mitch's history started out in childhood as they were raised within the same Utah church congregation. Although they were friends growing up, it wasn't until years later, at a family reunion, that there was chemistry. Their shared history and timing reunited them. After a romantic proposal in the summer of 2017, they married in June 2018. Their honeymoon took them to the scenic landscapes of Scotland and Ireland before they eventually settled in Utah, where they're now preparing to welcome their first child. In contrast to several of her other siblings, Aspen parted ways from sister wives during season 13 in search of a quiet and grounded way of life. She graduated in marriage and family therapy from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and made a successful business out-of-store management for jewelry company Kendra Scott. She has also taken time to get involved with Close to Heart charity work, supporting the Alzheimer's Association and Autism Speaks. Even though Aspen has had limited screen time, she stays connected to her family and has been spotted at significant family events, including weddings and the death of her brother, Garrison Brown. Even though Aspen has a pretty serene life, her relationship with her father, Kody Brown, has also been strained. Recently, on an episode of Sister Wives, Kody got emotional and talked about a very emotional exchange with Aspen in which she challenged him, asking, "Why don't you like me?" Kody replied with, "I love you. I always have, and I always will," acknowledging the emotional distance that has existed between them. His words pointed to the complicated and frequently painful dynamics that exist between him and some of his adult children. As Aspen gets ready to become a mother, most fans are curious about what role Kody will have in the life of his soon-to-be grandchild. Even though Kody has been present at significant family gatherings, his relationship with his older children is still unstable. It's hard to tell if he'll be actively involved in raising his grandchild or sit on the sidelines because of tense relationships. This pregnancy is not merely the beginning of parenthood, but also a new beginning for Aspen and Mitch. They are creating a life based on love, stability, and seclusion. Their refusal to make intimate moments public has garnered them even greater acclaim from longtime devotees. As they embark on this new chapter, fans and loved ones alike are cheering on the expansion of the next generation of the Brown family. It's a time to rejoice that brings to light the contrasting drama currently within the Brown family, and a welcome reminder that new life is a time of healing and hope. Aspen Brown, Kody and Christine Brown's daughter, has announced some sweet news. She and her husband, Mitch Thompson, are having their first child together. This happy announcement is a significant milestone in Aspen's life and another new chapter in the always-changing saga of the Sister Wives Brown family. Aspen and Mitch's connection has always been unique, with years of shared past and strong mutual bond that formed during their childhood. The friendship later developed into love. The two tied the knot in the summer of 2018 in a stunning wedding ceremony attended by friends and family. Even though she grew up in the spotlight, Aspen has managed to keep much of her personal life under wraps. But becoming a mother is a life-changing experience, one that fans are eager to see. Although Aspen and Mitch have not publicly disclosed their baby's due date, Aspen made a low-key but charming cameo on Salt Lake City's local Fox 13 News just recently. Making a happy appearance on a Mother's Day gift idea segment, she beamed in a light floral sundress that softly accentuated her swelling baby bump. The timing wasn't missed by viewers or the interviewer herself, who kidded that the timing was perfect because Aspen, who is soon to be a mother herself, was offering gift ideas to other mothers. The open-ended moment provided a glimpse of what fans' lives might be like today, and quickly generated buzz on social media. Since most of the Brown children have opted to lead more private lives, Aspen's announcement was greeted with affection and delight by longtime fans. It was more than the announcement of a new baby. It was the reaffirmation of Aspen's close relationship with her extended family, and a blessing for fans in the midst of the Browns' well-documented troubles. Sister Wives recently revealed a more sensitive side of Kody Brown, especially concerning his attempts to reconnect with his grown-up children. On a recent episode, Kody remembered a tender moment when talking to Aspen, when she bluntly asked him, "Why do you not like me?" Kody reassured Aspen that he loved her deeply. "I always have and I always will,"